Hello, party people. My name is Jack. I really want to talk about this gay and lesbian conservative cruise. So in April 2026, the first, and that's in inverted commas because they say it's the first, but I don't know, gay and lesbian conservative cruise happened. It was organized by Right of Centre Events and it was being advertised, I think, for kind of 6 to 9 months, maybe up to a year before the cruise actually happened in April, just gone. And I want to talk about the ways they advertised this and the three main pillars they used to sell this to people, and then also talk about the people they used to advertise it, as well as, you know, some of the videos from the event. The first way they really kind of advertised this was talking about all the friends you could make. But it wasn't just, you know, come meet new people, come make friends. It was talking about how you've lost friends by being a conservative gay, which honestly, yeah. I mean, if you are going to vote against the rights of the community and the rights of your friends, then yeah, you're going to lose friends. I'm not going to be friends with somebody who votes for a party that would rather I don't exist as a trans man, or I at least don't have access to hormones and I can't change my name and I can be, I suppose, sufficiently othered and pointed at, but definitely not that I should just live as a human in the world and in society with them. Like, I'm not going to stay friends with that. So yeah, I'm sorry, you do deserve to lose friends. Sucks to suck. This is one of the people that they were really using to advertise this event.
You're gay and conservative, right? So how many friends have you lost in the past 8 years? 10, 50, 100, 1,000? Well, how would you like to make 500 to 600 friends in a matter of minutes? I hope you come aboard the gay and lesbian conservative cruise next April. It's going to be amazing.
The notion that you would lose friends, but somehow this isn't your fault, like you're being persecuted by like the leftist cult or something, I find hilarious. It really feeds into that persecution complex that these people have, that you've lost all of these friends and it's not your fault for having these, you know, abhorrent views and nobody wants to be your friend because you suck. It's this thought that like the leftist cult and, you know, you're so enlightened and you've escaped it, but come make new friends because we know that you've lost tons of them. And it's like, at no point do you think maybe if you've lost 1,000 friends in your own community, maybe you're the baddie?
Hans, are we the baddies?
It makes me laugh every time because it's so true. It's this, I suppose, inability to look past yourself and think about the fact that, you know, maybe if I'm having all of these consequences of my actions, maybe I'm not in the right. But no, God forbid we would have such logical thinking from the right. So that was the first way they advertised this cruise. The second way was this notion of needing a safe space for themselves, further leaning into this persecution complex that conservatives have, that we are so marginalized for our just toxic, disgusting, inhumane views we have, and how dare people not let us just scream in their faces that they should not exist and that we're okay with them being killed. I also find it incredibly hypocritical that they talk about this need for a safe space when, for at least a decade, maybe 15 years, that they've been talking about how only these snowflakes need safe spaces, and the notion that you need these and that you can't have discourse with, you know, an opposite view to you means that you live in this echo chamber and everything like that. I find it very hypocritical that they talk about the need for these safe spaces.
The amount of times that I get these types of messages honestly is upsetting. We need to come together more. We need more outlets. We need more spaces and events for us to just be ourselves, speak our truth, speak our morals, be with others who feel the same. Finally, we're going to have exactly that. We're going to have the first ever conservative or right-leaning or just non-leftist gay, lesbian, bisexual cruise. And guess who's going to be there? Me! Next April 2026, go and click the link in my stories or check out the people that I have tagged. I'm super excited to be a part of this. It is the first ever of its kind. And not only will I be there, but I'll be filming a ton of content. If you always wanted to be in a video of mine, now is your chance.
Oh, exciting, guys. You want to be in one of her videos? You want to be in the background of one of her videos? Is that your lifelong dream to do that? So exciting. What a selling point. You get to be in the back of a video of somebody spouting hateful, absolute lies. Lovely. Amazing. What more? What more could you need? Why, right? Like, what more could you want?
Loser.
So that was the second, right? So we've had this concept that like you've lost these friends, come make friends. We need the safe space because, you know, we're so marginalized and, you know, we're always shut down. We don't have a voice. And then the third one is this concept that it's for normal gays who fit in with normal people, i.e. cishet people.
Did you guys know that there are normal gay men and normal gay women out there that don't have to go out and push their pronouns onto you to feel?
Oh my God, I fucking hate the pronouns. If I refer to this man as a woman and I use she, her pronouns, I know that he would have a fit. Nobody's pushing their pronouns on you. People are saying what they want to be called because you have consistently argued the fact, like, are you a boy or are you a girl? What are you? What are you? I don't even know what to call you. How do I know? You have to tell me. And then the second that we're like, yeah, like, okay, fine, fuck it. We'll define it. Here we go. Like, these are the pronouns for a non-binary person. Like, this is what that means. This is how people feel. You're like, fucking pronoun agenda. Fuck off.
We don't have to go out and every year for 1 month, go out and ride around on floats in the middle of the city and be disruptive and say we've been marginalized. We want you to accept us.
Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Because you have benefited from all the people who did that. The fact that you have the right to stand there on a gay conservative cruise and talk about this on the internet and be out and not be either killed or arrested. I know we're still getting killed. I know we're still getting arrested. In this, the sense that, like, it was decriminalized, that, you know, gay clubs aren't being raided by the cops legally. The fact that he has benefited from all of that and then he has the audacity to shit on it pisses me off so fucking much. If you don't align with that and you don't agree with what these people before you have done for you, then you should not be able to avail of the rights that they gave you. Because how fucking dare you talk about a time that we used to celebrate, to protest, to come together in community, to remember the past, to talk about the future. How fucking dare you use the rights that those people fought for to then shit on them? I fucking hate that.
There are normal gays out there that just play sports, that raise children, that have pets.
You're only a normal gay if you play sports, have kids, and have pets. I wonder if this man plays sports, has kids, and has pets. He doesn't say, but, like, I mean, if that's the only way you can be a normal gay, then I'm sure a lot of the conservatives on this cruise don't count.
Enjoy going on, like, boat cruises and vacations and hanging out with family.
Only normal gays like vacations and their families. Yep. Only normal gays. If you like any of those things, I'm sorry, you're now normal gay and you have to be a hateful bigot. Apologies.
Being political, there are conservative.
I don't know if I can play the music of this, but it is like a really dramatic kind of like piano behind it of, you know, like really overcoming adversity, talking about something that's so sad. That is the music that he has chosen behind it, which is just very telling on how they view themselves.
Conservative Republican gays out there like myself that literally just want the best for everybody else. They want you to be able to.
They don't want the best. You don't want the best for everybody else. You don't want the best for everybody else because you want me as a trans man and people like me to be either like fucking killed, not exist, lose access to things, forced to live as somebody that they're not, thrown into the wrong locker rooms and bathrooms, ostracized from everything. You don't want what's best for people. You don't. You want what is best for you in your bigoted, small-minded, horrible, hateful way. That's what you want.
You know, worship if you want to worship, raise kids if you want to raise kids, be a capitalist if you want to be a capitalist.
Do you know why gay people can raise kids? It's because people fucking fought for the right for gay people to be able to have kids, adopt kids, foster kids, adopt their partner's kids. People fought for that right. But no, God forbid we remember any of that.
We want small government. We want all the same things any other straight person would want. The only thing is,
I know straight people who don't want any of this in terms of a conservative rhetoric. I know tons and tons of straight cishet people who do not align with the right or the conservatives in any way, shape or form. So stop saying that like you align with straight people, because I know lots of straight people who'd be really fucking offended by that, by thinking that A, they view like queer people as abnormal because they don't, and also that you think that normal, inverted commas, people are like these very strict ideas of, you know, kind of heteronormative culture.
is we're not a radical LMNOP
Fuck off.
gay person, the radical gays that literally disrupt this country every year for 1 month to say that they're marginalized when they're some of the most entitled people in the world, and you know they are. They wouldn't go out and say that. Okay? So remember, there are some...
What is that logic? We say that we're some of the most marginalized people, but we're not. We're the most entitled, because if we were marginalized, we wouldn't have the platform to say that we're marginalized. But is that not the whole conservatives thing? Is that like their whole silent majority thing? The fact that like they are persecuted and they're shut down and they have no free speech or anything like that. Isn't that what they say? But they have all these platforms. They're talking about it here. They're saying it out loud. So if you're going to follow that logic that we alphabet mafia, so original, so funny, oh my God, can't contain my laughter. If you're going to say that, then surely the same goes for you. But God forbid we'd have a bit of fucking logic.
Of us out there, and we're the normal gays, and we don't give a shit. I left the LMNOQ.
I can't. I'm getting too fucking angry. Fuck off. Todd is talking. Fuck off. Stop talking. Just fuck off with your fucking normal gay. I always hated this fucking normal gay rhetoric. I always hated it. You'll also notice the language around this is very much, it's a gay and lesbian cruise, or it's a lesbian gay bisexual cruise. There is never any mention of transgender people or like the T, and as you can see, there's the alphabet mafia that your man talked about for ages. It is very clear that this is purposely excluding trans people. And we know there's trans conservatives, right? There's that one, what's her name? Blair White. Like, we know that there are, you know, self-hating trans people. We know that there are trans conservatives. So it's odd to me that they wouldn't include them in it. To me, maybe it's just because I'm trans, but like to me, very obviously exclude the group. You know, there's no LGBT, it's LGB, it's LNG, and that's kind of all they say, or they just call it the Gay Conservative Cruise. So that's kind of the advertisements. Those are like the three pillars that they were really building on. You've lost friends because you're a fucking useless conservative piece of shit. You're a normal gay, unlike, I don't know, anybody who has a little bit of fucking spice to them. And you need a safe space as a conservative because you're so persecuted. So there were tons of ads kind of like that of different people. And then the people that they really talked about having speeches that I saw were kind of three main people, right? So it was Brandon Straka, who, I don't know if you know, founded this walk away campaign, which talks about like the same bullshit they all spout. Like, I didn't know why I don't know why I supported Democrats, but when I really looked into it, I was like, wait, this isn't right. It's like, fuck off. Just because you're uneducated and you could not understand it, you just blindly supported something, and the second you decided to read up about it, we're like, actually, do you know what I don't like? I don't like people having rights. I love a hierarchy and I really want capitalism. You know, it's the same rhetoric. So this was him. He was also at the January 6th riots, and he pled guilty to a misdemeanor there. I don't know what he did. I didn't want to look him up. His smug face really annoys me, so I couldn't look him up much more. Then there's Rob Smith. So he's a black gay man. He contributes to Turning Point USA. There was a MAGA event, and he actually complained about the fact that he was getting called the F slur and being kind of shouted the N word, and he was really being discriminated against for being a black gay man, even though he's conservative, even though he supports these people. And he complained about it and talked about that he was confronted by white supremacists that don't like gays or blacks in the Republican Party, and that they shouted these words to make their point, and that like he's a veteran and he never backs down. But mate, you vote for these are who you align with. These are the people that you align with, and you cannot say to me that these are, you know, not the majority of this party, because we have seen through actions that the majority of the party is a white supremacist. Like, we can see that. Do you know, we're not blind to it. So that's Rob Smith. And then the other one is Arielle Scarcella. How do you pronounce her name? It was Arielle or Ariella Scarcella, whatever her name is. So she's also there. And I think I have a huge issue with her because her transphobic rhetoric feels more personal to me, because she comes at it from the space of a lesbian. And I transitioned in my early 30s, but I had been out as a queer woman since I was about 15. So I lived like 15, 16 years as a queer woman. And I know what she's saying is lies. I'll show you.
All the words and all the identities used to mean so many different things than they do now.
Yeah.
And then it's like I reverted back to the old thing. It's okay to be a homosexual again.
It was always okay to be a homosexual.
Like, that's where I'm at now. And I talk about culture and politics and that stuff. So that's where I'm at now. Because now you can't be gay anymore. It's transphobic, you know?
It is not transphobic to be gay. It is not transphobic to be... Nobody has ever fucking said this, you fucking... Oh,
is it?
Yeah,
Let's get into that.
Yeah. We could go dive right in.
Let's dive right into that. So what do you mean by that?
Well, what do I mean? What do they mean?
Okay.
And I mean, pun intended, the days. The days, we call them, the they-thems.
Right.
It's like you can't.
The they thems, the higher council of they thems that control the queer community. If you have not provided your annual sacrifice to the council, the high council of they thems, please do so, or otherwise you will be excluded from next year's gay agenda. They, like, what? Who is this? Who is they? Who is this all-powerful, mighty they that told you that you can't be a fucking lesbian anymore?
You can't be a straight up lesbian anymore.
Why not?
Because they call you transphobic. If you like, I'm a lesbian that like I only want like vagina. Sorry. Oh, you're transphobic because some trans women have penises and some trans women are women and some trans women are lesbians and you need to like. It's like no, it's not how it works. But
see, this is lies, right? This is lies in the sense of not that like some women have penises. That's obviously truth, but this is lies. Okay, because it has never been said that you have to sleep with somebody that you don't want to sleep with. It has never been forced on anybody that you have to fucking interact with a set of genitalia that you do not want to interact. You are allowed of genital preferences. I remember when this first became a discussion, like a decade ago, when people were kind of waking up to the fact that trans people existed. Like, I remember this discussion going around and people saying like, is it transphobic if I have a genital preference? Like, is it transphobic if I don't want to interact with a penis? You know, like, I accept that a woman with a penis is a woman and that's no issue, but I really don't want to interact with that genitalia for whatever reason. And no, it's not. Like, you're allowed to have a genital preference, and also like nobody's forcing you to have sex or sexual intercourse and any kind of like sexual contact with somebody that you don't want to, because, you know, we're not rapists, we're not conservatives. The fact of the matter is that if you don't want to sleep with a trans woman just because she's a trans woman, that's transphobic. In the same way, if you didn't want to be with a bisexual person because they're bisexual, that's biphobic. And if you didn't want to be with a black person because they're black, that's racist. If you don't want to interact with a penis, that is not transphobic. You don't have to. Nobody has ever said this. She is fucking lying. And I fucking hate it. And I think I hate it more, and I'm more passionate about it because I know what it's like to be a queer woman and interact with like in the world as a queer woman. And you can do it, and you can be somebody who dates women exclusively and not be transphobic in doing it. So that's the three main people that were there. Sorry, that was a bit of a sidetrack on Ariella. They're all the same, right? You know, we've lost friends. We need a safe space. Trans people are the fucking devil. We didn't know anything because we were uninformed. The second we informed ourselves, we knew we were not part of the leftist cult, right? They all peddled the exact same crap. Then the cruise happens. It honestly looks like the lamest, most awful people all together in one place. It's a sea of white people, no pun intended. There is absolutely no diversity. It is like the most milk white, lackluster event you've ever seen. I say this as like an incredibly pale Irish man who like is honestly painfully white in so many ways. Like, this is, oh my God, it is just milquetoast. It is awful. There was a quote that I saw, and I can't remember if it was in a video or in a comment, but I've lost it. I thought I had saved it, but I hadn't. And the quote was, "Right of center is right on." Like, that is fucking embarrassing. Come on.
Are you not embarrassed?
So every video I've seen, it just makes it look so boring and repressed. Honestly, like, it really does. Look at this. I can't play the music for this. But look, this is it. Like, look at how much fun this looks. Then filming a YouTube video, a sea of white people standing on a deck. Like, honestly, just the worst people. Craziness. Look at this madness. She's so crazy. I don't know how you managed to make a great gay cruise look boring and suffocating, but you did it. It really is impressive. I've got some more of the cruise just in case you want to cringe some more. Oh, this one. This is a still photo. Things got comfortably weird, and I just gives me that meme vibe that, you know, she's so crazy, can't take her anywhere, is all I think when I see it. And I know this is petty of me, right? This is super petty, and this is not anything to do with anything, but it's just the size of this poster compared to the stand. I just know somebody fucked up dimensions. I know it's petty. Couldn't get a fucking professional poster made, really. This looks like me presenting poster board on hamsters that I did when I was in 4th class in school. There is so much Trump clothing. I just want to go through this, and so much US clothing. Okay, everything is red, an American flag, American Crocs. Everything has Trump in it. It is all so focused on America, American flags, being patriots, being conservative. That is like, everything is American flags. So much fun. Oh my God, the party guys. American flags. Trump. Oh, fuck off. That t-shirt is awful. I never needed to see that t-shirt ever. Party guys. Oh my God, party with my American board shorts. Oh, and AI flag. Brilliant. That was the cruise summed up. Kind of the lamest thing I think that you've ever seen. Right, so then there's 2 more videos I want to show you. One is what this man learned whilst he was on the cruise.
3 things that I learned about the gay conservative movement. Number 1
is that it's actually a very diverse movement. You've got the people that will wear t-shirts that says like Hillary for President 2016. They'll wear Trump 45, 47 hats. They'll wear MAGA hats. Like they're super into like the online MAGA thing. But also you have people that are just chill, Republican conservatives, make money, don't want to pay taxes. You know, they voted for Trump, but they're not like super into all of that MAGA stuff. So
Okay, so your diversity is right-wing conservatives who voted for Trump and right-wing conservatives who voted for Trump. That's your diversity? Sorry, one is more into MAGA than the other. The others just love money and they don't want to pay any taxes and voted for Trump. And then the other ones voted for Trump and also are obsessed with Trump. Like, I don't know what you're talking about here. How is that fucking diversity? Like, that's the level of diversity we're talking about. Great. So diverse, mate.
you know, it's a very diverse group of people. The second thing that I learned is that gay conservatives blend within just basically mainstream straight world probably better than a lot of the alphabet mafia does. This is not the entire boat. We've got about a third of this boat, so there are straight men and women and kids and all that stuff, and everybody is just kind of like, you know, coexisting and getting along perfectly fine. And number three, honestly, it's just...
Sorry, you don't even have the whole boat. This is an event that's taking place on just kind of like any average cruise ship. I would feel so unsafe, man. If I was on holidays with my wife and we got onto a cruise ship and I found out that there was a group of conservative gays, I would feel so unsafe. I would be like, I'm properly in danger here. Like, these people fucking hate trans people. They would want me dead. And again, it's this normal gay rhetoric. Normal gays. The normal gays that blend in with straight. Like, fuck off, right? I look like a average straight man now since I transitioned. But pre-transition, I was very obviously queer. Right? Like, my look, people would look at me and they would assume that I was a lesbian or a queer woman. I still fucking assimilated into society and got along with straight people. Like, I work a job. I have straight friends. I lived in the world and interacted with the world as a queer woman. I also got along with straight people. 99.9% of queer people are interacting with straight people and in the world. I don't get this point. Do they think that we don't? Like, do they think that we live in queer communes? Which, don't get me wrong, like, honestly sounds quite appealing, but like, is this what they think? Do they not think that we work and live our lives amongst straight people like they do? I don't get that at all.
Gay conservatives are so much more normal
than
the alphabet mafia. I mean, look, people...
Fuck off. Honestly, this is abnormal. Out of all of the things that I've seen in the queer community, queer conservatism is way more abnormal than anything else I've seen.
People want to have their cocktail, you know, party, have a little bit of fun, but it's not crazy. There's not puppy masks and, you know...
Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have been to many gay bars and I've had many gay nights out, and you do not see puppy masks just randomly. Like, queer people are not wearing a puppy mask on like an average cruise. And also, straight people, I'm sure, are also into puppy masks. Right? I do not think that that is like only a gay thing. I think that people who are into puppy masks are into puppy masks. People aren't parading around a cruise ship in a puppy mask. They're on fetish nights. Yeah, sometimes they're in pride parades, depending on what kind of parade it is, like what country and stuff. But what is wrong with that? What does it matter if they like to wear it? As long as they don't drag me into their kink without my consent, what does it matter?
100 genders and all of that stuff. So a gay conservative cruise is really just for the normal gays.
Cool. So your point 2 and 3 was just being normal gays. I'm so glad you learned 3 things. And that diversity is conservatives who voted for Trump and conservatives who voted for Trump. That's great diversity. I love that for you, Rob. Thanks very much for your excellent insight and intellectual discourse. Dear Jesus. Now, this is a group of lesbians who want to talk about the fact that they were on this cruise and their experience and what it was like.
From the first annual Gay and Lesbian Conservative Cruise, these are the t-shirts we got. Notice how it just says Conservative Getaway. Some people are saying, well, you're putting yourself in a box, you're dividing yourself more. Why call it the Gay Conservative Cruise? Well, because for us normal gays...
Normal gays. I should fucking have put on a counter and every time somebody said normal gays.
We don't like the radical on each side.
This is bullshit. You don't like the radical on each side. You are aligning with the radicals of that side. People don't have Trump flags and Trump t-shirts, that Trump flag of him in like Captain America outfit. You don't have those if you're not kind of on the radical side of things. So saying that you're not aligning with the radical side of each, you know, either right or left is bullshit. It is bullshit because you are aligning with the right. You are aligning with the radical right. That is what you're aligning with. And honestly, just say it with your whole fucking chest. This thing of like, oh no, you know, we're not that. We're kind of in the middle. No, you're fucking not. You're clearly not. From the people who are at it, from what you have said, you clearly aren't.
So this was our way of coming on the boat with like-minded people. You know, we just so happened to be gay. All generations came on this cruise, which was amazing. We had 20-year-olds to 70-year-olds. Couples married for 40 years, couples just starting to date.
And a bunch of singles, too.
I don't even consider myself conservative. She doesn't even consider herself right of center.
At all.
So
how do you not consider yourself conservative when you went on a conservative cruise? And she's left of centre and went on a conservative cruise, but you're normal gays. If you had things in common with people who shout the conservative talking points, then you're conservative. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're conservative. If you're aligning yourself with conservative gays, you're conservative. I don't understand what is so hard about that.
So what was it like for you?
It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of really great, open-minded people who were open for conversation.
Open-minded, my fucking ass. Are you joking? You are not open-minded. None of you are open-minded people.
Who talked about all kinds of things from all walks of life with all different experiences. It was really great just to get to know them as people, you know, with everything else aside. It was really great to have people have open dialogue with about current events, what's going on in the world, and, you know, what we really want out of life. And, you know, a lot of people on my side of the fence might be really surprised to find that we all have the same idea from a different point of view.
You don't have the same idea from a different point of view. You don't, like, they are not aligned with each other. I believe all people are equal. I don't think anybody can be illegal in their standing in a country. I believe trans people should have the right to exist and the right to access hormones and the right to go into, you know, the correct changing room and toilet that aligns with them and themselves. I believe that we should take care of people. I don't like capitalism. I don't think corporations should be the be all and the end all of everything. That is absolutely, completely misaligned with the right. So I do not understand this thing that we have things in common. Obviously, when you talk to people, you might have some different things in common, or like you can argue that like both sides want to protect children. For example, if you believe in like conversion therapy, then you don't give a fuck about protecting children. If you're talking about not giving kids food and not, you know, free health, you don't give a fuck about kids. You don't. So I don't know what this is that we all want the same thing. No, we fucking don't. No, we don't. You want Daddy Trump to control every single thing you do, and you want your life to be owned by a corporation. You want trans people to not exist. You want people of colour to not exist. And all the other things that the fucking right wing want. Don't say that we're fucking aligned, you dumb cunt. If you think that, you're stupid. I'm sorry, but you're a fucking idiot.
Yep. And it's really nice to kind of see that and experience that. And I just had a really great time getting to know everybody and getting to talk and hang out. It was an amazing time.
And to be honest, there was majority of the boat was not with our group. So when they saw us all in these shirts, a lot of people inquired, like, what's going on here? Because obviously most of us are gay looking. We are gay presenting. So they're seeing conservative and be like, wait a minute, what is this? My favorite part of this was all the straight couples that we met on the boat who were openly telling us, like, this is the best cruise we've ever been on. You guys are so cool. You're nothing like what the media says you are. And that's what we want to get away from. We want to just live and let live and be included with everybody.
Live and let live. No, you don't. You don't. You want to control so many different aspects of people, just not the people you consider worth it. Fucking bootlickers for straight people. It's embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. Oh no, I'm not like those other gays that you might have an issue with. No. Pet me on the head. Pet me on the head. I'll be your little fucking queer pet. No, I can be your gay best friend. Oh my god, that's so funny. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh my god, your fucking smug faces piss me off. Fuck this. I can't continue to listen to them. Dumb fucking idiots. I can't. It makes me so angry. And they do this thing where, like, we're so tolerant, and, you know, when you really get down to it, we're the same, and we really just want the same things and to talk about the same thing, and we really fuck off. No, we don't. Fuck off. I'm so fucking sick of it. No, we don't. You don't think I should exist. And honestly, that's where I'm getting to too with you guys. I don't think you guys should exist either. Fucking idiots. So what have we learned? We have learned that conservatives are exhausting, boring, illogical, and even on a cruise cannot have any fun or not make it about Daddy Trump. Okay, that's my takeaway. Bye. Yeah, bye.